Good evening, this is Nerd is the Human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign here on Medieval 2 Total War. And you join me outside the castle of Mauvoisin, where last time we took on the English, we raced them into their castle, and we took it from under their nose. And just to rub it in their nose, we decided to, give them a good punch in the face. Did that line work? I don't know if that line worked. But anyway, we gave them a good punch on the nose as they tried to take their castle back, which was a little bit rude. But nonetheless, we managed to take it off them, and we managed to keep it so far. Up in the north, Jesper did die taking the castle of Jesper, but his army is still looking pretty darn good. We picked up some random peasants as well, and they're heading off to Stockholm for a lovely, lovely holiday. And with that, we should have ourselves a decent little empire. Up in the north, we have a few random spawns in Italy who are going to die. We have the good old castle of Baghdad, which is going to be a bit isolated. This is really the problem. We've made some good early starts here, but we need to now hold on to them, bleed the enemy dry, find a moment to outmaneuver them, and hopefully take more and more of their cities. So we will see about that. There are, though, a few more opportunities over in the likes of Tbilisi and also in Baghdad, when actually maybe we should begin, because we've got ourselves a good opportunity here to go and take on Captain Suleiman. So does he want to do it? Indeed he does, and this will give us a chance to walk on into the city. Thank you everyone who's been watching the new series, by the way. I know some people trying to hype the last video, so thank you if you did that. If you do see the option to hype the video, I would very, very much appreciate it. It does seem to be a bit of an elusive beast here on YouTube. The new features often are, but yes, do click on that if you so wish. Spear militia with a peasant symbol, not quite sure why that's happening, but hey ho, we should be able to take these guys out, you think, if nothing else, just due to numbers, and hopefully the camels can work in our favour. Let's head on in, let's take these guys down. With the reinforcements instantly arriving then, I want to see if they are going to make a move, although I am the attacker, it is kind of my job to do so, so I think we're going to have to go and start moving. Now, I don't want to get too exhausted here in the sun of this desert, but I will need to do some manoeuvring. So we're going to wander around the side and hopefully turn them around, give us the high ground, and give us the best chance of victory. As we shuffle around, we are just stopping every so often just to make sure that we can stay as fresh as possible. Only on warmed up right now, which is a-okay. But if we just hang around for a moment, we will get them back onto fresh. So we're just going to keep trying to wander them around this here hill. The Turkomans on the hill here, though, are just a slight concern as we try and keep turning them. We're just starting to get a little bit narrow towards the end of the battlefield here. But we might just have, I was going to say they're probably going to start moving, and actually you might as well get yourselves running forward at this point. So we'll grab these guys. Actually, no, you guys stay into tight formation for the time being. I think you'll be fine. I would say go and give them a little push. All right, looks like they're going to move back. We've got a silly manoeuvring game going on here, as my infantry get themselves onto a nice hill position. In fact, they are in a pretty good position as it goes. I'm going to say, just charge in the camels and see if we win this on hand-to-hand, because how are we looking? 9, 8, 10 with the scaring bonus, very good stamina. Sounds good to me. They are 7, 6, 8. Fast-moving, good stamina, but they haven't got the scariness of camel smell. Smell my camel. And hopefully a bit of Alan Partridge will send them running. I certainly hope so anyway. We hopefully got a bit of a charge bonus in as well. Don't really want to lose too many, but we should be winning this surely. 58 to 66. Come on, lads. Surely you're going to break them soon. They're wavering. The infantry's moving. I'm going to get my infantry running. Get infantry running over here. They're wavering. 42. We are steady. I think we're going to be okay here. Warmed up. Okay, you get yourselves over in this direction. You get yourselves... we're not going to quite hit them before the hill. We are going to be charging down the hill, actually. Yeah, just about in time. Not quite at the steepest bit possible, but I think we're going to be quite happily slamming into these lads. Yeah, these guys got the hill as well. Might be a little bit more tired. Yeah, we're winded currently, but it will just have to do. They're routing, which means, send these guys immediately over here, and if a few of them get away, it's fine, probably. Okay, get yourselves, I suspect actually their formation shake might have not helped there. Get him to come and help and assist, lads. Come and help. There we go. The camels are smelly and everyone's running away. That's what we need to see here. So, I think we just about got this here, I would imagine. Spear militia, I don't really want the camels taking them on for too long. But we'll see if we can just get them to rout. Not quite, sadly, not quite. But the camels can at least chase these guys down if they can run around those guys for just long enough. Keep them routing, that'll be marvellous. You guys start just flanking them a little bit. Move yourselves down the hill. Yourselves down the hill. And hopefully that should just be a little bit better. Why are you running away? Oh, for Pete's sake, you silly camels. Alright, fine, we'll do this the hard way, shall we? And, oh, the general's gone down. And yeah, these guys are actually Silver Surfers, which, if you haven't seen, is normally when there isn't the right skin in the files for the unit, but it's just a spear militia for the Turks, which should be fine. Why have they come back into the battle already? Why are we running away? Well, this battle's just getting very, very silly indeed. These two units are now running away, but the camels, well, they have returned, but it's... Yes, it's your turn, my turn. After you, Claude. I kind of like it here with the with the ruins. It's quite nice. It's a beautiful kind of scene, isn't it? Running away. We'll get ourselves a screenshot of that. But camels, get yourself over here. Mop them up. Hopefully, we'll be able to walk into the city. Annoyingly, we are actually going to fail to kill enough of these. There's 75 spear militia getting away here. And we're now blocking our own camels. They're going to get a few shots in at the end. Oh, they didn't get pulled into the red line of doom. So sadly, we haven't quite done enough. The camels were too exhausted and couldn't manage to mop everyone up. Bit of a shame, but we've done a pretty good job of whittling them down. With that then, Baghdad is empty for a moment, but only a moment. That's quite irritating, isn't it? Do we have enough to take on these guys? Probably. We'll see about that. Well, we've got to go for it anyway. That one was so nearly perfect, but not quite. The camels hadn't fled. We might have just had a little bit more energy for us. Right, what was the other one we need to do? Moscow, yes. Excellent, let's head on into here. Just one ram. Why do I have one ram and no ladders? That doesn't sound like me, but I've clearly done the stupid thing and I picked rams rather than ladders. Okay, I normally go for ladders. It's fine. To be honest, we probably didn't want to be... ladder fighting these guys. We've got to wait another turn for that, so we'll end our turn and we'll see what happens. And in a shocking twist, the French come for Mauvoisin. Okay, they've got a couple units coming in there. Now we've been sunk over in the Black Sea, which I would say would save us some money, but it's not going to because we didn't spend any money on it. Now, Pope Gregory himself is coming out to take us down. Now, I was expecting the army to turn up, but no, it's old Popey McGee. Oh, I would love to take him down early on. That would be magnificent. Now, sadly, the popes will normally pick up ornamental armor, but because he is a preset pope, he does not pick that trait or that retinue up, which is a bit of a shame because the ornamental armor does give him less hit points. Nonetheless, we will head on in and we're going to try and take him down. In fact, I mean, it is Pavis crossbows. But if we're not going to take him down. What we could do is leave the city empty by killing the Pope and taking out that unit. I don't think we can kill them all, but we can kill the Pope. Let's go in. Well, because I'm a complete tit, I decided to mute the microphone for the speech. The speech turned out to be terrible, and now I am left having to do some commentary after the actual video is being recorded because, yes, I forgot to turn the microphone back on, at least for half of the battle anyway. Nonetheless, having decided to be on the wrong walls, we would easily manage to stroll up to the walls and take them over. Soon enough, though, the general would arrive. He wouldn't really decide that it was a very good idea, so... having killed all of none of them, one horse was left outside and we were basically then forced to run into the city where we'd be taking on their Pavis crossbowmen. Now basically this was going to be a long chunking affair. We were shooting at them with our crossbows. You might see there that the general is running off to the flank. He's either an idiot or a cocking genius, and indeed he's going to take on several men by himself, which isn't necessarily the best thing to do as a general, but you know what, he's a damn hero. Now the peasants though would need to come join us to make this a little bit more viable as a strategy, because yeah, we were fighting down the hill, and okay, with the peasants surrounding them, eventually we're able to chunk them down, but they would fight until really close to the end here. There's about 30 of them left, and trying the old classic, yes, cavalry charge tactics from Rome, just running straight through the unit. Yeah, managed to just get all on top of them, eventually get them routing, and that would leave us with a chance to mop them up and then shoot down the general, Mr. Popey, who is still on the plaza. Now, with some of these guys going down to some crossbows, are they going to come on in? It looks like they are, so anytime you want to run away, guys, that would probably be excellent for your health and well-being. I do care about that here in the Anarchy army, so please, yes, just run down the hill and draw the Pope into his demise. Okay, yes, you guys can stop here. That'll be lovely. We've also got ourselves a lovely Schiltrum to intercept this lad. That will be perfect. You guys go on to guard mode, please, and just shoot as much as you can, because that would be ideal. This guy is chopping at you a little bit. I would kind of like it if you did a little bit more work on him. Now, we're only down to tide. It's been bloody ages I've been waiting around, and we don't seem to have made it any better of a situation. So I'm going to say you guys go on to guard mode as well, but you are just going to give them a few more angles to have to deal with. Unfortunately, the cavalry is getting quite distracted by the crossbows right now, which isn't really what I wanted to see, but we are slowly whittling them down, which is kind of amusing. Ah, the banners appeared behind me now, that's fine. Where is the Pope anyway? Is he actually fleeing? He might be running back actually. Where is El Popey McGee? There he is. He looks a bit bloodied actually. Oh, very nice. Someone shoot him down. Gregory needs to be gunned down, damn it. Okay, 40. Now, as long as we keep standing here, as long as we keep fighting, it'll all be fine. I'm going to click on guard mode, even though I did have a short video recently which pointed out that this makes no difference on Schiltrum. Schiltrum is, in effect, on guard mode automatically. Nonetheless, we're going to say it anyway, in case it somehow helps morale that I wasn't aware of. So, we'll see about that. These guys are exhausted, and unfortunately that might be what does us in here. The crossbows are going to keep on going. The general does hide in the middle of the Schiltrum, by the way, so he will last a little bit longer. Shaken and exhausted, fair enough, my peasant friends, but please hold on. We need Gregor to go down. Take him down. And the most beautiful thing is Gregory is sitting there right at the front. Right at the front, right in front of the crossbows, right in front of these guys here. Someone please take him down. He's just begging to die. Even if we do not actually take Rome, which would be ridiculous. Even if we don't take Rome, I just want him to die. It would be magnificent. And even if I did forget to put my microphone on earlier, it's fine, because he's about to go down. Someone, yes! We took out the Pope. Oh, that is just what we all need to see. And we've taken Rome. Oh, that is lovely. That is absolutely cocking magnificent. Oh, who can deny that? Captain Dio, Rome will be renamed in your magnificent honour. And I think we'll be sacking Rome. Thank you very much. You can sod off, Mr. Cardinal McGee, and the Papal States now have no home. Oh, this could not be better. When I we got some more money, which is a shame actually. We're still not into positive. Maybe we can do some sacking early days here. Okay, we've been given 3,000 monies, which is magnificent. Hostilities cease between Sicily and Milan because the Pope is dead. Actually, that might actually have influenced that a little bit. Don't really know what the Pope situation is right now. We're probably waiting for a new vote. As for Rome, Rome needs to be renamed, of course. This is now the city of Dio. What a legend. I called him Stephen that better, but yes, what a legend. He was running around like a crazy cat, but he knew what he was doing, damn it. And he got into Schiltrum just at the right time. Very high tax rate, please, in Rome. Sod all of them. And also, sod your abbey, because that's almost money. That's almost money. We have papal disapproval. There is no Pope. We just killed you, lad. Okay, well, the Pope from the grave is sending us angry letters now, which is absolutely magnificent. I couldn't have wished for this to start any better. Oh, days. The first episode has just come out as I record this. It's a few hours after it released, and oh, I wish you could all know right now how much fun this is giving me. Oh, lovely. Oh, I wish these boats were over here. That'd be so much more useful. I'd love to... Ooh. Now, that is a good point. Maybe they could get there. Ooh, okay. Sicilian fleet turning up. Sicilians waging war with me randomly. That makes sense. The thing is, we could smash up Dio and use the opportunity. We're just going to lose it, aren't we? We're just going to lose it to these guys. So, I'm going to say we run away. Run away. We're going to smash up Rome and we're going to run away. Okay, that's basically the plan. We can actually still get some Italian militia to hold on to it. That would be lovely. Ah, yes, we cannot do anything in Mauvoisin because the French are currently besieging us, which is a bit of a shame. Sorry to any French people who have an issue with the accent, but it will happen, I'm afraid. I like accents, what can I say? And this boat, or these booties, could get us around here. Now, maybe this is part of a bigger plan. We're just going to see if this works out. You, move over here, because if you, sir, can get picked up, maybe we can go take Ragusa or something, I don't know. But yes, if we can pick them up, that would be absolutely splendid. Okay, so how are we going to do this? These guys can't quite meet up, which is a shame. But if I bring him just a little bit further, then, yeah, he might be able to join up next turn, which would be okay. Now, okay, I'll see what else we can hire. I don't think we can yet. Yeah, one more turn over there as well. Such a shame. Such a shame. We can't make it here either. That is irritating. We don't have a cav to get ahead of the game there. We would if I'd not killed the cav, but hey ho, these things happen. So we're not going to worry about sallying forth here. We'll just let them attack us, and we'll see how they fall. The likes of Moscow, though, we do need to head into here. So we got Moscow. Baghdad, by the way, they didn't sally forth. I thought they would attack us with those guys. Okay, so we have ourselves opportunities ahoy. Maybe we should finish off Baghdad first. Sadly, they're going to make it awkward by putting 58 men on a wall. I am going to, yes, just run over here instead. And we will... I thought, that wall's going to now shoot us down. It's fine. We'll take the situation and we'll go for them with these 2 units. That'll be fine. So we're going to take these guys down. Yeah, they're going to react to them first, which has actually deactivated that tower. But it's fine. Between the 2 units, hopefully we can take them down. That's basically the plan here. They are shaken, but if we're lucky, we can get these guys around the side and we'll be able to take him down in a minute. I possibly should consider sending this guy over here, actually. Just waltz over there, nice and slow, just in case we need some support. But I think they're going to have this. It'll be a little bit of a bloodbath, which is unfortunate because we had these guys beat last time. It's just the way it goes. Luckily, I was going to say luckily the 2 towers are on, but they are absolutely on. So we're going to need to crush these guys ASAP. I'd like to think that Saracen Militia could win this, seeing as they are the superior unit, but the first unit has now broken. We're down to 81, and they are on 29, but wavering now. We don't actually have the surround on them, which is quite unfortunate. We're basically going to have to do this with, yeah, just these 2 units, which is such a shame, but we'll eventually whittle them down. I think we'll be fine to take this tower here. The other guy's just waiting at the gate, trying to, yeah, oh, we are going to have to send in the 3rd unit. That is a real shame. Okay, so, yeah, guys, get yourselves away from the tower, please. Away from the tower. And we're going to do this the really slow way today. And interestingly, the moment that we turn up, they decide to give up and run away, which is rather irritating. But hey ho, it is just the way that it goes on this occasion. We'll have to take them out on the plaza. We do, though, have the camels still, so the camels can just turn up and cause some trouble. That's probably for the best, because, yeah, they're Turkomans, annoying as they are going to get shredded by my units, because we're spears, and we're also camels. Lads, you're supposed to have taken this tower. You're, like, about to enter. Yeah, one guy's walked in the tower. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. We left one guy to go and do that job. So there we are. Eventually, then, we'll get on top of this guy. He's just standing around waiting to die by the looks of it. And we'll actually take them out. Pretty sure just altar. Is he giving up again? What a tit. Okay, This is going to be far more difficult than it needs to be, but the camels have arrived, so hopefully the job is going to be done soon enough. There we go. These guys, you know what, lads? Cock off. Go home. Don't like you. Not interested in you. Worthless. Down goes the general eventually, and with that, hopefully, that means it should be a little bit simpler, guys. Please just make life easy for me. You get yourselves into there. You get into there. And I think we'll be fine, to be honest. Guys, just shoot them down. Yep, he's now dead. They're being shot at. They're just standing around waiting to die because God knows everyone here deserves nothing but death. So, with that, we've taken the city. Where are we? Baghdad! There we are. So good old Hakim. Al-Hakim, you did something. So with that, we can sack the settlement, rename it to the great city of Al-Hakim. And if that was how it's spelled, I believe so. We will put it on very high tax rate, and we sadly can't recruit anything here right now. What I really like is a new general. Actually, that would be very nice indeed. One turn to get us a ram for that particular assault. Iconium. Did I have a general in before? It may have, it may not have. That's a lot further away than it looks in terms of the movement point. So, okay, we will indeed head on into there. It's 2 turns for that. Okay, fine. So, what do they have? A couple units. We should be able to beat them on the walls. If not, we can go around them or we can just wait them out. I will say, though, if we got the money and we will just hire some units anyway. No point of throwing it away. But if they don't want to take it, we might as well, yeah, hold on to it if we can. So, okay. Still don't really have any ways of spending this money. Oh, here's some extra, lads. Outside Inverness. And a couple longbows and some spear militia. Is that enough to do this city in? It might be. We'll just build some ladders and have a go. Okay. Don't see any other new units popping up, actually. So we've got Dongola to head into. And that might be it, actually. I've not really seen any new spawns this end term. Bit of a quiet one. Well, I suppose we're doing quite well already. So, yeah, we've got a couple more sieges to get on with. First, we've got Moscow. Should we wait and just see if they're turning up or not? I feel like that is asking for trouble, but we're going to give it a little bit longer. We'll head into Dongola first. So, down here, we have Captain Al-Fayed, who has, Mamluk archers. We do have our own Mamluk archers, though, Thomas. So that's fairly equal, all things considered. Right, desert archers are our advantage. Let's make sure we use them. Interestingly, they are immediately running off the wall, which isn't really what I was expecting them to do. Let's get our Mamluk archers and our desert archers forward to try and do some fun fire support. What are they doing? I think they're currently... No, don't bother with that, actually, lads. Yeah, let's just get someone into the city. You are being melted, by the way, and I don't like that at all. You're my good unit. We want to be supporting these guys as much as possible as they try and enter the battle. So, yeah, they're kind of half one at the bottom. These guys are the clever ones, I think, in general. But it's A-OK. We'll be shooting at these lads, and that should give us just enough time to get the actual infantry up onto the walls. If they want to learn how to ladder, please learn how to use a ladder, lads. So they are going to just about climb up, but unfortunately they're going to be in position. So not particularly ideal, but it is kind of what it is. So get these guys out of that tower's range, and we'll get on with the rest of this nonsense. So these guys are climbing up. It's going to be not a very fun fight, I imagine, he says, as they run away immediately. Not really what I was expecting, but we'll send some flaming arrows in and just see how that all goes. These guys over here they're also just abandoning this wall, which is of interest. Okay, just charge them down a little bit. Just interested to see how these guys don't know how to use a door, which is great on their behalf. Yes, we haven't got up onto the thing yet. This is all very, very silly so far. Can we just win this battle? That'd probably be for the best, because I don't really know what else anyone's doing. Here's the current situation. Then we are trying to support the attack on these archers with our own, but it's not doing an awful lot of damage, to be honest. These guys are supposed to be putting ladders against the wall, but they don't know how to do a turn, which is a bit annoying. The peasants are somewhat up here, but somewhat the rest of the units somewhere else. over there. That's the same unit, by the way. So yeah, they're not too scared about us because most of them are over there. I don't really know. It's a really good ploy, actually, to try and get around the back of us as these guys climb up the walls. That might be what's kind of happening. I don't really know. I don't really know. These horses, what are you doing right now, lads? I don't know, but we're going to hopefully see that these guys will be shot by flaming arrows because... There we go. Okay, I think at this point, now they're actually back on the wall, we can now surround them properly. These spear militia are coming around, which suggests that we need to start moving these peasants around here instead, because who knows what's sodding well going on. I don't. Hopefully, someone on the battlefield does. Well, some of the archers know what's going on. They're dying! Woohoo! Okay, that's excellent news. That means that our archers can get up onto the walls, and we can just stand up here now. That'll be absolutely magnificent. So they've been chopped down as much as possible. I'm going to send the Mamelukes to keep on shooting into those guys over the wall. It's not ideal, but it will just have to do, damn it. So with that, we seem to have the walls somewhat under our control. We're going to send these guys... Actually, no, you don't need to move at all, do you? You can move yourself over there. These guys can come and take the actual gateway, and we can get our archers up nice and quick. They can shoot down from a nice position over here into their Mamelukes. Hopefully that will do the job. At this point then it's just down to how much damage can we do with our bowmen. Unfortunately they are getting quite badly shot at by their archers who are in a pretty good position to shoot us. Yeah, the battlements aren't very helpful when they're only on the outside as it turns out, and we haven't really got the height advantage as they're standing slightly uphill from us. It would be ideal to take on these spear lads if at all possible, but we're going to have to shoot down the Mamelukes, who are at least down from us now. You can see a long line of bloody bodies here, but the Mamelukes going down would mean that we can at least change our targets over to the spear militia. I'm not too worried once they're gone. And at this point the Mamluk archers are coming down to take us on. That is absolutely a-okay because that's kind of what I'm planning to happen. We'll use the archers to shoot down their spear militia, and hopefully we'll just get a rout here which will do a very nice job. Don't really want the Mamluks taking on their spears, so we might just pull him back for a moment. But we are getting basically all of our infantry on top of them, and we are hopefully getting the spear militia into a position where they're distracted and we can shoot them down. You guys, is there a way around there? No, there's not. Unfortunately, this is actually quite a well positioned kind of a situation. It's going to be a right bloody battle, isn't it? It's going to go on forever and ever, and someone's morale is going to break for no reason and we're going to lose horrendously. Something like that's going to happen. The Mamluks are piling through them, which is not necessarily ideal, but the idea basically is just to engage these archers. We've lost quite a lot here actually, and it's not really the perfect result, but I'm just trying to make sure these guys are dealt with. I've actually got the timer on now, which is... Oh, we don't have the timer on now. Ignore what I just said. Oh no, the timer's back on! Okay guys, please just take them out. They're quite irritating. Although we have now broken the spear militia, who, to be honest, lads, you need to turn around and go deal with, actually, right about now. We need to mop them up. Do not want to be taking them on. No, guys. Take them down, please. We do not want the spear militia to be fought hand to hand. But we just about won it now, so it's just going to be a tedious grind to the death. Of course, it would help if the desert archers were actually on the wall and not some of them back here, because who knows what bloody sieges do on this here game. This guy's been too busy stabbing a horse to bother winning the battle. It looks like, though, one of the arrows, I'd like to think it was this guy here, just shot the general down. So I think that'll be a-okay at this point. That's apparently where the unit actually is. You guys just stop doing what you're doing. All units, come and take care of the one lad who's still standing here, because this is the only reason we haven't won, and there's, what, oh, 3 of them. 3 is basically the same as 1, to be honest, and I'm a maths teacher, so you can believe me on that. There we go, average victory. You know what? We'll just cock and take it. Well, I don't even think there's much point of sacking that, but we will obviously rename it to Al-Mustain. Okay. Very nice. Now we could actually build we could build a castle. The thing is there anywhere where we want to be building a castle right now? If we had time, this wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I don't know that we do have time for that, which is a bit of a shame. If we ever got to well, this is already a castle, so that's fine. Oh dear, how do I want to spend my money? It's end turn is coming, obviously, but I don't quite know how to spend this before it's all gone next turn. Because yes, it says we'll have minus money, which is a bit of a shame. Pretty well worth checking if we actually do have a secret general that I just missed. I don't believe that is the case. Doesn't look like it, to be honest. So yeah, unfortunately, it's just a big pile of admirals and guys we already knew about. So let's see about that. Oh yeah, Tbilisi. Are we going to take that out? I think we'll just siege that one down. 7 turns. I don't know about that. Maybe we'll just wait around for some reinforcements on that front. I don't really want to kill them all by assaulting that town either. We do, though, have ourselves a new heretic. And 2 heretics in the same territory. Now we're talking. On that note, by the way, 26% over here in Bologna. Yes, Bologna region. Very nice indeed. Okay, I'm going to see, where do I want to spend this money? Can I do anything over here in Jesper? I don't know that it's going to be worth it, to be honest, because I don't think we're going to be able to get any units out of it. Although, if we could find a way to just keep the money ticking near 0, in 3 turns' time we could get a load of units. Maybe just roll the dice on that, because we have nothing else to spend the money on, so maybe that is for the best. I don't think it's worth getting a castle here, although, Thomas, we can get some units. Oh yeah, couple infantry, better than getting the Arab or the Desert Cav. I mean, they're nice units enough, but yeah, Sydney's javelinmen, javelins on walls, useful, okay? You're going to get some infantry, but yes, castle, 2,400. Would that be better? The thing is, Sicily are turning up right now. The question is, will we hold off? I think we will with the new units. So maybe Jesper. Maybe Jesper. Fun as it would be to have a big pile of Viking lads, maybe we just roll the dice over here instead, where we already do have the ability to get some new men. And maybe if we can hold on to it, great. If we can't hold on to it, then we'll just cancel it and get the money back, I guess. Hopefully the money will still be worth something at that point. Unsurprisingly, the French are coming in. It's Pierre himself, which is interesting. Marks of war, but he might not even come in to die. Who knows? Now, the French are actually going to come in with some units. They normally just have a big pile of peasants, but it's too early in the game to have too many of those. So they are going to have the initial units, some actual mailed knights, some spear militia. But hopefully they'll just be shot down, because they've only got 1 ladder and 1 ram, and that means lots of silliness ahoy. Well, as we know, this castle can do some brutal damage, and luckily, because we have ourselves a unit that's slightly battered, we can indeed stand on the centre this time, in spite of the huge unit scale causing us some issues last time. What I obviously want to do is just immediately get on top of this here ram and ladder, actually, on that note. So we're going to go do that. Crossbow, please aim at the mailed knight / general. Yeah, just straight into the general would be ideal. Thank you very much indeed. Now that ram might well burn down. That's possibly for the best. I don't really know about that. What we just need to do is interrupt it for a moment. Now, obviously, when the actual ram itself is not being used, it can no longer actually be shot by the flaming arrows for some reason. I guess the game was just trying to, not make that too much of a cheese. But nonetheless, this could be a problem, lads. You're supposed to be running through these guys, and you're getting hacked down. Down goes our general, which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't matter too much in this kind of a battle. Except that, yes, we've now lost the cavalry. That's a bit of a shame. The chivalric knights, pretty good. But yeah, they just got torn apart there by those guys. We just got them a little bit too close to the general, sadly. Now, nonetheless, we're still in a good position here because they're now bunching up in this position, waiting to get shot by us. So, where are we? Peasants. Get yourselves over here. You might have a decent angle in that position if you want to bother moving. Ladders are getting going, but unfortunately for them, there are, yes, French nobility in the way. And I don't quite know what this guy's doing, but he's doing a good old ladder dance, which is magnificent. These guys did a good job considering the circumstances, so that's a-okay. Unfortunately, we haven't done as much damage as I'd like to this particular unit before they turn up, but to be honest, Yeah, they're ignoring the ram at this point, so we're just going to have to do as much shooting damage as we can. So shoot some shots into him. Archers, are you in position? You look like it. You should be able to get a nice shot in over here. Yeah, shoot him down. Well, once again, the cavalry are running off into the distance. We have ourselves a big chunky battle up here, but they are routing, and that normally means they don't last too much longer. Unfortunately, the angle is pretty weak here. They can get a few shots in. The peasant archers aren't actually shooting, they're just in range of being shot at. Yeah, there's just a couple arrows kind of coming through. But a few flaming arrows just for the morale is worth it. Yes, a few Frenchmen on fire. I am a happy enough lad. Yep, happy as Larry is I. And with that, peasant archers running away. French running away. Oh, it's just what you want to see. So, we've got a little bit of fighting going on up here, but we haven't lost very much, to be honest. You guys should be shooting at them, though, as much as possible. So please continue doing that. And this is just going to be a bit of a grind now. And we'll just see how long it takes to get them all dead. Whilst they are getting badly blooded, we are starting to lose a few more men than I'd like, to be honest. And I'm just sending some reinforcements. Clamber up the walls, lads. Clamber up the walls. Where is this guy, by the way? Oh, he's just hanging outside the gate. Yes, we're not letting him back in. Even though it's completely safe to... Yes, okay, fine. We're going to let him back. Does he want to come back in? He does want to come back in. Okay, you climb up that wall. Thank you very much. We're not chasing them down. Don't need to worry about that here today. We'll shoot them down as they run away. That's probably the better plan. You archers, get yourselves over there, and I think we'll go and do that. It looks like they're mostly gone now. The mailed knights and the general way at the back, no point of even worrying about them. If they do come back into range, we'll shoot them down, but once they lose their last unit of infantry who can technically climb the walls, they will have to withdraw. Indeed, I would say it's pretty fine to praise the day. Sunset will come soon enough, sir. Indeed it does, because they have no one else left. So we'll do as much as we can in terms of shooting them down, but honestly, there's really nothing that we can do, because the one... Actually, we have one cavalry. Yeah, let's send him out. Come on, lad. Get your sword blooded. I'd like to know how many guys this lad has killed by himself, but it's going to be quite amusing when he's got 9 experience at the end of this battle. We'll see if we can recover any of his friends' corpses off the battlefield. He's not doing a great job, actually, but he might well pick up a few more experience as he goes. Come on, keep killing them. They're right there to die anytime. He's not very good at his job, is he? That's probably why he's the only one who's still here. Nonetheless, 5 experience, not too bad for that guy. Captain Francois. You don't get to have the city renamed after you, unfortunately, sir, because you died in the battle. However, the French are immediately going to re-siege it, possibly a different general, because I suppose that guy can't take it on. Okay, to finish us off then, we'll take on Captain Rory and see where the end turn has left us. Highlanders, Mailed Knights and Border Horse. Now, if they're sending forth, we won't be able to put spikes down. That's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal at all. Somewhere in the distance is a castle, and somewhere in the distance is a pile of cavalry who's coming to kill us. And I don't know if there's much we can do in a sally battle, actually, because should it have been up on the walls, yeah, I would get myself up there and we just shoot down and kill them all. That would be easy, but yes, they have decided to sally forth, which is pretty darn sensible of them. So our best plan would be to use stakes, but we can't use those because it's a sally battle. So we're going to have to, I guess, sit in the Siltrum and hope that interception works as we shoot at them. And if we get a chance to run a ladder in a silly way and sneak in, then I guess we could do that, but I don't know that's going to work very well either. So, okay. We'll see about the sneaky plan. I don't know that we'll be able to do that with all these cavalry, but you never know. I mean, I think I know we're going to die. Sorry, lads. Anyway, in comes the Siltrum charge. It's not going to go very well for them, of course. And yeah, if you guys can just shoot straight into those border horse right in front of you. Right in front of you. I mean, they're going to get melted by this guy anyway, so actually, yeah, maybe just go to the next unit instead. They did a good amount of damage, actually, with that charge, in spite of the Siltrum, which is mildly concerning. So, yeah, fine. Just keep the missiles coming, lads. In come the Highlanders, who are potentially going to be upset if their friends are running away. I'm going to say one of you aim at them and one of you aim at the mailed knights, because the mailed knights, in theory, might just die to, yeah, all of this as well. So yeah, shoot these guys down. That'll be a-okay. These guys just need to hold. I'm going to press guard mode, even though, as already mentioned, it doesn't do anything. Although that might have been mentioned before the sound problem got fixed. I don't know. Either way, yes, it shouldn't make much difference. This might actually be remarkably similar to that battle, now I come to think about it, because this could work out in a very similar fashion. I'm going to start saying once again, yeah, one of you aim at the Highlanders, one of you aim at the mailed knights. We'll just see how this goes. Slight change of plan was to try and shoot these guys from the side. Unfortunately, that hasn't really worked because these guys have given up and they've ran into us. Sadly, I don't know if this is going to work out. Oh, they're running away. Shoot the Highlanders. Shoot the Highlanders! Yeah, come on, get one volley in. Ah, they're just shooting randomly. My orders aren't necessarily being heard here. Can you guys win against the Highlanders? Oh no, they're going to charge on into us. That's not going to go well at all. Come on, guys. Please. Oh, they're broken. They're broken. Highlanders are gone. Highlanders are gone. If you can just kill this unit, we might actually somehow cocky and win. Border horse back there as well. Please, hold on. I don't care. You're wavering. I know. But we can take them down for you, please. Here's the angle. Where are my spearmen? If they just stood and fought to the very end, we'd be fine. Maybe. Okay, well, I'm not sure we're going to pull this one off. We might still, if we can just do enough damage. Oh, steady. Okay, that was a good hit. That was a very good hit. Don't like those border horse back there. There's only two of them. But they're mildly annoying. So they're going to get shot in the back. I'm just coming back in for another go. These guys, come on, take the border horse down. Don't like this at all. Don't like it. No, they're coming in for the general now. Oh, they've run into ladders and horses. They've run into some corpses, which isn't particularly great for them, is it? No. Well, even if we die here, we've done a proud job, lads. We've taken on some Scotsmen. But I think the Highlanders coming back in might be the end of it. Ooh, okay, they've routed us, but those mailed knights are pulling back. We might just have a chance. I'm going to go into flaming arrows for this shot and just see if it can turn it around. Unfortunately, those guys are not back in the battle. Would have been lovely if they were. But I think this charge is going to end us here. Ooh, the general held on, but there we go. That's going to be a big hit from the mailed knights, you'd think. Surely we're not going to hold on much longer. Get the shots in if you can, please. And delightfully, the other lads have come back into the battle, which means we might just get some support. They're going to block their own charge, which is very good news. There's the general, by the way. Is that the general? Looks like him. Indeed it is. Okay. They're now broken. That's the Highlanders broken once again. At this point, we actually might just have it. He said about 4 times. It's not quite happened. But I think we might just see this work. Maybe? I suspect those Highlanders are going to come back in the battle. Really, the question is if we can take these guys down in time. They're shooting point-blank range shots of flaming arrows actually into the Highlanders, not into them, which is a bit of a shame. But they're going to come back for a charge. That means it's your turn to get a volley in now. While their backs are turned, off flaming, just get a shot in if you can, please. Please, 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 please. And in come the Highlanders for another charge, because God knows that this isn't over yet, is it? Mailed Knights are coming. Are they going to come in for the other unit? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, that's going to mean these guys feel surrounded. Oh, no. Oh, I don't like this. Can we dodge them? They surely don't have any power left in their charge. Well, it seems like they do. They've wedged us to death. Oh no, we've been wedged. No one has ever been wedged to defeat in the whole of history of Total War, but it might just be happening. Oh no, they're coming in for the final charge. I thought we might have it. I didn't think we had it. I thought we had it, and it's surely over now. Yeah, down he goes. We did fight like true men, but like all true men, we end up lying dead on the floor anyway. So there we are. Captain Galadig lost out to Rory in the end. That was a valiant battle, and that's what the Rebel campaign's about, damn it. Random spawns like that. Random attempts to take great castles that almost make it to victory. Oh, that was an excellent effort, lads. I don't know that I could have done much else. It was just a timing, roll of the dice occasionally. Those meld knights just wouldn't break, damn it. And there we are, a defeat. For what can war but endless war still breed? Well, it's Total War, sir, so I think we'll be having more Total War. People states are going to put Dio under siege. Deo? It could be either. Florins for Jesper. No. We won't be restocking that anytime soon. We will be Stockholming. That was a terrible joke, but it was there, so I'm going to take it. Okay, Jesper. You can now recruit units. We now don't have money. Ridiculous world. That's the one we live in. So the French are, yes, just re-besieging the city once more. The English have turned up because they want a slice of the cake too. Algiers is not yet under attack, but it will be as soon as we're left with 1 turn left to build the sodding castle, obviously. And yes, we don't have the money to get any more men, so that will have to do. That is a bit of a shame. As for this guy, I don't know what he can manage. Jeddah can fall in a couple turns. This army probably needs a random reinforcement. Sarkella's a couple turns there. If Moscow is 3 turns, we could attack a few of these very soon, just see what falls our way, to be honest. We will have to see about that. There are some boats over here, which is nice. Why are the Polish here? Bolesław Herman. Why are you going for me, lad? Classic chap of the Miniaturenet series, of course. Bolesław, become a rebel. Come on, we know you're a dreadful chap. You want to join us. Join the anarchy. Okay, fine. We'll see about that in time. He could be causing us some problems. But whilst we did see a sad defeat up here, it was a random spawn. We had to go just for the sake of it. But we could have more opportunities yet. Let's get these guys together. Onto a boat. A new boat that appeared over here. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't think we had boats over here. We do now. So let's get this army together. This could be a fun little cruising army. They could cause all sorts of trouble. And actually, I wouldn't mind keeping a boat back here. But if these guys can come and maybe support... they won. They sunk them, but... Some Milanese fleet has been sunk. I don't know who we killed, but I love that he's dead. I mean, the Venetians will sink us immediately, but that's absolutely fine. That's worth it. I don't mind losing out on that occasion then. Oh, any day a Sicilian Milanese is dead, I am a happy man. Okay, sorry to any Milanese in watching the video. We will leave it here. We've taken Dio in a classic rebel nonsense style. We will lose it almost immediately, but it's fine. We've caused some chaos, and that's what we're here for. We've seen some defeat, we've seen some glory. We have many sieges left to complete, including Iconium, which I really should have done, but I forgot. So we will see about many of these next time, but for now, I will leave you. I am Thomas, this is Team, and this has been our rather silly Rebels campaign. Thank you, and tally-ho. Have you heard the good news, my friends? Here's the good news! It's the Pope! Has the Pope ever done as badly as I'm doing as the Pope right now? God only knows. God only knows. Down goes the spoon of destiny. And there he goes. It took every last bolt we had.